right under neon light. Summer night signal, stay here in the glow. Let the feeling flow. Never let me go. Radio is playing slow, songs we used to always know. Every word just feels so true. Every road leads back to you. Shadows dancing on the street, moving softly with the beat. Every second feels so real. Every touch I still can feel. Summer night signal, calling me tonight. Everything feels right under neon light. Summer night signal, stay here in the glow. Let the feeling flow. Never let me go. Summer night signal. Neon lights fading to blue. Summer night signal.
The elevator hums on 22. Late light flickers in a different hue. You press the button, but don't look back. Like there's nothing left we have to track. Hallway carpet muted tone. Every step feels overknown. Keycard blinking soft and green, like it's letting something in between. There's a city under all of this, running quiet like it always is. We just stand without a line that tells us where to redefine. No one says it first, no one breaks the frame. We just let it rest without naming it the same. No one says it first, nothing left to claim. We just let it rest without calling out the change. A distant siren cuts the air, then disappears like it was never there. Curtains half across the glass, holding on to what has passed. You sit down then stand again, like you're somewhere in between. Every motion slightly off from the version we have seen. There's a mirror on the wall, but I don't check it at all. I already know the shift, even if it's slight and small. No one says it first, no one breaks the frame. We just let it rest without naming it the same. No one says it first, nothing left to claim. We just let it rest without calling out the change. The room is colder than before, not enough to close the door, just enough to let us know
coastline in the mirror. You adjust the radio dial, static fading into sound. Somewhere in between the stations, something almost gets found. I don't ask you what you're thinking, you don't say it out loud. There's a rhythm in the distance, like a low and steady crowd. We've been driving for an hour, but it feels like something more, like we passed a certain boundary we don't measure anymore. Coastal frequency running under me. Every passing light feels like clarity. Coastal frequency, nothing left to read. We just let it play at a different speed. The air shifts a little colder as the city falls behind. All the shapes turn into outlines, all the edges undefined. You rest your head against the window, watch the dark reflect your face. I can see it in the glass, but I don't try to replace it. There's a softness in the silence that we didn't have before. Not because we understand it, we just don't resist it anymore. Every mile becomes a pattern that we follow without thought, like a line we didn't draw. But somehow we still got coastal frequency running under me. Every passing light feels like clarity. Coastal frequency, nothing left to read. We just let it play at a different speed. The horizon disappears into layers of deep blue. There's no need to make it clearer. There's no need to push it through. You say something about morning, but it fades before it lands, like a thought that isn't needed. So I'll leave it where it stands. Coastal frequency. Running under me. Tokyo nights are shining bright, neon colors in my eyes. Every step I take feels slow through the streets we used to know. Summer wind across my face, city lights begin to chase. Every moment feels so new. Every road leads back to you. Tell me softly where you are, underneath the neon stars. Every heartbeat feels so true. Every dream belongs to you. Blue nights falling in the rain, calling out just fades away. Stay with me until the dawn. Even when the night is gone, every feeling still feels new. Every road leads back to you. Tokyo blue night, hold me close tonight. Every dream feels so right. Stay here by my side. Tokyo blue nights. Tokyo blue nights. See the lights fade into blue. Tokyo blue nights. We missed the exit by the river. Kept on driving without a word. Billboards flicker in the distance. Half of what they say is blurred. You were tracing lines on the window with your finger in the haze, like you're trying to draw a moment that won't stay the same. There's a rhythm in the highway, not the music, not the sound, just the way the lights keep passing, like they're never sticking around. I don't ask you what you're thinking. You don't offer it to me. There's a quiet kind of balance in the space we let it be. Running out of daylight, but we don't slow down. Let the night
We passed the bridge without slowing, river black under the light. Your reflection in the window fades in and out of sight. You say something half finished, then you let it fall away, like a thought that didn't need to find a better way to stay. There's a rhythm in the highway, soft and constant in the dark. Every line we follow forward leaves a quiet kind of mark. I don't try to understand it, you don't try to make it clear. We just sit inside the motion, letting everything stay here. River line at night, nothing feels the same. We don't name the shift, we don't play the game. River line at night, drifting out of frame. Every passing light doesn't stay the same. A truck goes by in silver flashes, then it disappears ahead. For a second we are visible, then it's only us instead. You lean back into the silence, close your eyes but not asleep, like you're holding on to something you don't really wanna keep. There's a softness in the distance where the city used to glow. Now it's only scattered outlines, moving slow and letting go. I keep both hands on the wheel, but I'm not steering anything, just following the current of whatever this might bring. River line at night, nothing feels the same. We don't name the shift, we don't play the game. River line at night, drifting out of frame. Every passing light doesn't stay the same. The road bends without warning, but we don't react at all, like we knew it would keep turning, even if we let it fall. You say something about morning, then you stop before it lands. I don't ask you to complete it, I just let it stay unmanned. River line at night, nothing feels the same. River line at night, nothing feels the same.
shift slightly in your seat, like you almost wanna leave, but you don't reach for the handle, and I don't ask you to speak. There's a looseness in the moment, like it's slipping out of frame. Not a loss and not a holding, just a change without a name. Every second stretches longer, but it doesn't feel like time. More like something passing through us without asking us to mind. Underpass delay, nothing left to say. We just let it stay till it fades away. Underpass delay, soft and out of way. Every passing sound doesn't need to stay. The light shifts a little colder from the street beyond the wall. We don't turn to face the opening, we don't move at all. You say something barely forming, then you let it fall apart. I don't try to reconstruct it, I just leave it where you are. Past nothing left to say. We just let it still. Underpass delay. We took the long way past the harbor, where the crane stands still at night. Reflections breaking on the water in scattered lines of orange light. You were quiet in the passenger seat, watching waves against the pier. I kept driving at the same speed, like the end wasn't really here. There's a pattern in the streetlights, falling steady on the hood. We just let the distance carry everything we didn't learn. You say something almost clearly, then you let it fall apart, like a sentence without ending that was never meant to start. Harbor line at midnight, nothing left to prove. We took the turn past the old arcade, where the neon sign still flickers late. You said nothing but slowed the car, like you knew we wouldn't go too far. There's a rhythm in the asphalt lines, breaking up in perfect time. Every passing shadow like a moment that never ends. I remember how it used to feel, every word a little more real. Now it moves in quieter ways through these afterglow lanes. Afterglow lanes, nothing left to explain. We just drift the same through the afterglow lane. Afterglow lane, soft and out of frame. Every passing name fades into the same. A streetlight hums above the hood, casting shapes we understood, not as something we could hold, but something we already told. You trace circles on the glass, watching everything we pass. I don't ask you what it means, we stay somewhere in between. There's a looseness in the air, like we left it somewhere there. Not behind and not ahead, just a space we never said. Afterglow lane, nothing left to explain. We just drift the same through the afterglow lane. Afterglow lane, soft and out of frame. Every passing name fades into the same. The road opens, then it narrows down, like a thought we don't turn around. Every mile dissolves the edge of the things we never said. You lean back and close your eyes. City gone, no more signs, only headlights far behind, drawing lines we leave behind. Afterglow lane, nothing left to explain. We drive past the outer ring, where the city starts to thin. Billboards flicker one by one, like they're shutting down again. You were just the rest behind.
Out of rain tonight,
Soft electric line, every passing glow feels a little mine. The horizon opens wider, but we don't change our speed. There's no need to chase a reason. There's no need for what we need.
out of rain tonight. Out of rain tonight.
We pass the final traffic sign before the road turns wide. Everything feels further out with nothing left to hide. You tap lightly on your knee, matching something in your head. I don't ask what you are hearing, I just let it move instead. There's a rhythm in the distance where the city used to be. Now it's only scattered signals moving quietly. Signal fade tonight, nothing left to say. We just let it go in a slower way. Signal fade tonight, soft electric gray. Every passing tone drips and fades away. A distant light appears ahead, then it slowly disappears, like a thought that almost landed but was never really here. You look forward through the glass, not searching for a sign. I don't try to break the moment, I just let it align. Signal fade tonight, nothing left to say. We just let it go in a slower way. Signal fade tonight, soft electric gray. Every passing tone drips and fades away. The road settles into silence, but it doesn't feel like end. More like something we've accepted without needing to defend. Signal fade tonight. Signal fade tonight. Nothing left untold. We pass under amber lights, counting seconds in between. Every shadow shifts its shape, like a half-remembered scene. You say something without weight, let it fall before it stays. I just follow through the lane, let it drift without a face. There's a softness in the motion, like it's built to let us go. Every signal turns and fades, but we never need to know. Ember Street delay, nothing left to say. We just let it move in a slower way. Ember Street delay, fading into gray. Every passing line taxi cuts across ahead, then it disappears from view. For a second we're reflected in a different kind of blue. You rest your hand against the glass, feel the cold from outside in. I don't try to read the meaning, I just let it settle in. Amber Street delay, nothing left to say. We just let it move in a slower way. Amber Street delay, fading into gray. Every passing line doesn't need to stay. Again, but it doesn't change the pace. We don't need a destination, we don't need to name the place. Amber Street delay. The edge of city lights, where everything turns thin. Every sound becomes a texture, every shape begins to bend. You rest your head back lightly, let the moment stretch out wide. I don't try to keep it steady, I just stay inside the ride. There's a calm beyond the motion, where we don't define a thing. Every second feels connected without needing anything. City edge tonight, nothing left to find. We just let it run, leave it all behind. City edge tonight, soft electric line. Every passing glow feels a little mine. The skyline fades behind us into scattered points of light. We don't turn around to see it, we just let it fall from sight. You say something about distance, but it doesn't really land. Like a word that lost its meaning before we could understand. City edge tonight, nothing left to find. We just let it run, leave it all behind. City edge tonight, soft electric line. Every passing glow Slowdown near the overpass, where the lights hang low and still. Every sound is slightly distant, every movement feels unreal. You reach up toward the dash, then you stop before you do, like the moment doesn't need it to be carried through. There's a looseness in the silence, in the way it settles in. Not a loss and not a holding, just a space between. Overpass, echo, nothing left to show. We just let it go, let it move slow. Overpass, echo, soft and steady flow. Every passing sound comes and then lets go. A train moves somewhere far above, but we don't look to see. Only feel it in the stillness, running underneath. You close your eyes a second, then you open them again, like you check for something missing, but it's not there in the end. Overpass, echo, nothing left to show. We just let it go, let it move slow. Overpass, echo, soft and steady flow. Every passing sound comes and then lets go. The light shifts across the windshield, then it fades into the dark. We don't follow where it's going, we just leave it where we are. Overpass, echo. Overpass, echo. Overpass, echo. Overpass, echo. We turn onto empty lanes where the traffic used to be. Every storefront dark and closed, like a paused memory. You glance at passing glass, catch your face, then look away, like it doesn't really matter what it tries to say. There's a pattern in the silence, in the way the tires roll. Every second feels connected to a space we don't control. Empty lane tonight, nothing left to hide. We just let it slide, side by side. Empty lane tonight, soft and undefined. Every passing light leaves no trace behind. No trace behind. A signal blinks with no one there, still it follows through its face. We don't wait to match its timing, we don't try to change its pace. You shift slightly in your seat, but you don't say where to go. I don't ask for any answer, I just follow what we know. Empty lane tonight, nothing left to hide. We just let it slide, side by side. Empty lane tonight, soft and undefined. Every passing light
Billboards flicker out of sequence like a code we'll never know. Engine humming under steady, keeping time without a break. Every signal turns to color, then dissolves before it stays. Shadows stretch across the guardrail, cutting through the moving light. Every mile feels connected to the silence of the night. Nothing here to rearrange, nothing left we need to change. Just emotion pulling forward through a slowly shifting range. Neon arrow drive, lines begin to slide. We just follow through, let it Neon arrow drive, lines begin to slide. Every passing glow stays a step behind. Neon arrow drive. Neon arrow drive, no need to decide. We just follow through, let it The road opens without warning, then it narrows just the same. Like a thought that keeps on turning without asking for a name. Neon arrow drive. Overhead signs in green white, flash and fade as we pass by. Letters blur into the distance before we can decide. Concrete lines begin to echo underneath the rolling sound. Every motion feels repeated, but it never circles round. A low signal in the speakers fills the space between the lanes. Something distant, something steady, with no reason, with no name. Nothing here to hold or follow, nothing here to rearrange. Just the road extending forward through a pattern we don't change. Highway signal flow, moving soft and slow. Every passing line starts and lets it go. Highway signal flow, no need to control. We just let it run through the undertow. A reflection on the dashboard shifts with every passing light. Different shapes that form and vanish in the corner of the side. The city fades behind the layers, breaking into scattered lines. Everything becomes a texture in the edge of what defines. There's a quiet in the motion that we don't disrupt or name, like a sequence without ending that continues just the same. Highway signal flow, moving soft and slow. Every passing line starts and lets it go. Highway signal flow, no need to control. We just let it run through the undertow. starts to open into shades of early blue. Nothing has to be remembered, nothing has to be held through.